so much for giving us your time, your attention, and your hearts today. For so many years now, VOSAP has been enabling and empowering specially abled people worldwide through assistive technology, research projects, global advocacy, and so much more. Now, first, we'll hear from our founder, Shri Dr.Sai, as he shares how VOSAP's impact in 2025 has grown to empower over 57,000 specially abled people. We'll also hear about VOSAP's Vision 2047 and the Social Impact Fund, showing how the specially abled community can reshape society for decades to come. And then we'll zoom in on how the youth of VOSAP are strengthening VOSAP's mission through 4 youth-led advocacy and technology projects. Because over the years, VOSAP has engaged more than 4,000 VOSAP youth volunteers across India and the USA through our collegiate and Ignite programs and more, including over 400 high school and college students in the USA alone. And of course, we'll hear how youth and specially abled champions are turning their stories into service in creative ways, including our powerhouse youth guest speaker and national award winner, Master Prathamesh Sinha, and India's first ever disabled happiness coach, Shri Sai Kaustubh Dasgupta. You'll definitely want to stick around to hear them. Oh, and I'll be sharing some of my music and story with you all throughout the program. Ultimately, my prayer is very simple, that by the end of this event, each of us will leave feeling more hopeful, more informed, and more committed than ever to empowering specially abled lives hand in hand with VOSAP. And speaking of prayer, before we go any further, I'd love to begin with a short prayer. This mantra is ancient but universal, and to me, it's VOSAP's mission statement in musical form. After all, every time VOSAP's impact grows, we move more people from the lie, you are less, to the truth, you are limitless. From the darkness of despair to the light of potential. And from a life that feels written off by society to a legacy that feels immortal in its impact. I've also written an original English rap verse that expands this prayer in my own words. And as you listen, I pray that you can feel how it carries VOSAP's heart for every specially abled person whose stories we're lifting up today. From the helo into zero, into dreams, into existence. From the dark into the spark, into the gleam that can be witnessed. From death into the essence, into being free of all sickness. Would you open every notion that keeps us in our limits? Where reason and experience reveal all that is hidden. Transcendence through the senses, the deepest things that are written. Lord, Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Thank you so much, everyone. Now, as we pray for a world that moves from the darkness of inequality to the light of equity, a big question arises. What do we need to do to help the disability sector reshape not just India, but the world? I don't think there's anyone better to give us the roadmap we need than the voice and engine behind our vision, the founder of VOSAP, Shri Dr.Sai. As a polio warrior, technocrat, and global disability rights champion, he has spent years turning ideas into partnerships, policy, and tangible social reform, inspiring ordinary people and prime ministers alike. So please join me in welcoming Shri Pranav Desai. Over to you.
Thank you, Sparsh. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. So happy to see that we are connecting again. This is the sixth year in a row where our virtual annual event is happening with all our volunteers, beneficiaries, partners, donors, everybody. So thank you once again. Let's see what matters to us. We are very focused on promoting ability of persons with disabilities because that is the fundamental shift that we want to do. And for that, we do advocacy, we do empowerment, and we are harnessing that abilities to empower people because ultimately our vision is to empower every specially able person, bring out their ability. Friends, as many of you know, WhatsApp is deeply committed to the performance. We believe purpose with performance. Yes, we have a purpose. We have a very big vision. We are bold. We have metrics. We have mission. But the key thing is that efficiency, transparency, and the performance that we believe is very much keeping us all very motivated at WhatsApp. Just in this year, 1 year, we have added 25,000 new volunteers. And that is just because of everybody's efforts, because of the vision and mission as a catalyst that Voice of SAP is trying to operate. Let's look at what WhatsApp is doing. There are three distinct areas that we are focused on. Advocacy, whether it started with Vision 2020 or Vision 2047 or youth advocacy or various engagements that are on advocacy from the dance and other perspective. Second is that our enablement initiative. We have so many focus five particularly initiatives that empowers people with assistive device, prosthetics, surgeries, etc. And the third one is in the healthcare initiative, where we provide services of physiotherapy, speech therapy, dental work, etc. to intellectually disabled people by having our social workers leverage the Government of India's Niramaya program. All these things have brought us in a trajectory where we have achieved so far 96.25% cumulative growth CAGR over last 8 years. And we are looking at 57,000 or maybe more by end of this year. If you look at the growth in a different perspective in 4 years, first 4 years of our impact, we started 2017, figured out the things. 2018 really started on the ground. 10,000 people we could help in the first 4 years. But then in another 4 years, we are about to close 60,000. So we'll be adding 50,000 new beneficiaries in the 4 years. If you have to look at this graph and hopefully that continues with everybody's support and efforts, we are definitely making a big impact in the disability community. As you can see, I talked about performance. We have a lot of focus on, taking feedback of our beneficiaries, partners, continuously improving on that, but also the real-time dashboards. I or anybody can see in our team or what is the today's total number of beneficiaries for Hitarth or what all has been accessed by the smart on mobile app. What is the utilization of the keyboard and all of that signable we can see right there. And because of all these devices that we have devices for visually impaired, for mobility impaired, for hearing impaired, and many times these devices are AI enabled, like smart on or keyboard. So that's where we are really believing that with this product portfolio that we are making a lot of ground level impact to thousands and thousands of lives through our partners. At this time, I want to show you one video that is Satyarth, who is a deaf blind, who lost his vision, who lost his hearing ability young boy, but he's going to college, living independently. Just see that video, watch that video, and see how what is the power of Orbit 20 or similar products that we are providing to the beneficiaries. Divyansh voice is not coming.
धीरे धीरे उसकी सुनने की क्षमता भी क्षीण होने लगी। वह बहुत जोर की आवाजों को ही समझ पाता। फिर इन्हें इस कठिन परिस्थितियों में वोसैप के जरिए ऑर्बिट रीडर 20 मिला, जिसने सत्यार्थ के जीवन में रोशनी भर दी। फिर वह पढ़ने लिखने लगा। आइए सुनते हैं सत्यार्थ की मुंह जुबान।
मेरा नाम सत्यार्थ है। मैं देख नहीं सकता और बहुत कम सुन सकता हूँ, लेकिन मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ, सोच रहा हूँ और जी रहा हूँ। मैं लखनऊ के डॉक्टर शकुंतला मिश्रा राष्ट्रीय प्रौद्योगिकी विश्वविद्यालय में बीए तृतीय वर्ष का छात्र हूँ। बचपन में मुझे सब दिखाई देता था, आवाजें सुनाई देती थी, लेकिन एक बीमारी ने पहले मेरी आंखें और फिर मेरी सुनने की शक्ति भी छीनी। एक समय ऐसा आया जब मेरे चारों ओर अंधेरा और खामोशी ही रह गई थी। फिर मुझे ऑर्बिट रीडर 20 बेस डिस्प्ले मिला वॉस्प की मदद से। ऑर्बिट ने मुझे पढ़ने लिखने और बात करने की आगे दी। अब मैं ऑर्बिट रीडर की सहायता से ब्रेल में पढ़ता हूँ, खुद नोट्स बनाता हूँ और व्हाट्सएप पर अपने माता पिता से बात करता हूँ। ऑर्बिट मेरा दोस्त है, मेरी किताब है और मेरी आवाज भी। धन्यवाद ऑर्बिट, धन्यवाद बॉस और धन्यवाद उन सभी को जो मुझे सुनते हैं।
साथियों, सत्यार्थ के पिताजी की प्रतिक्रिया पर भी प्रकाश डाला।
मुझे वास्प के द्वारा ऑर्बिट रीडर प्राप्त हुई और उसके माध्यम से मैं कोई भी बात अगर अपने बेटे को कहनी होती है या कुछ सूचना भेजना होता है तो मैं टाइप करता हूँ और वो व्हाट्सएप पर उसे ऑर्बिट रीडर के माध्यम से पढ़ लेगा। या उसको भी कुछ कहना होता है तो ऑर्बिट रीडर के माध्यम से कुछ भी अपने व्हाट्सएप पर लिख के भेजता है और मैं उसे समझ लेता हूँ। आज ऑर्बिट रीडर ने मेरा डेटा वापस लौटा दिया।
सत्यार्थ के जीवन में वोसैप के ऑर्बिट रीडर 20 की मदद से उसको उसका खोया जीवन वापस मिल गया है।
All right. Eh, and we have thousands of such people. Just today wanted to make sure that we are fully focused on brief updates from WhatsApp, more from what has been done in 2025 and where we are going ahead. And also we have lots of content from our youth volunteers that you will see that. So friends, in 2025, we continued with several mass enablement camps across India, whether it is Bhubaneswar, Orissa, or Ahmedabad, or Varanasi, or Nasik, so many places. 15 cities we went to. And every city we could find happiness, spread happiness. We'll hear from Sai Kaustubh later on. Happiness is very important. And with WhatsApp, volunteers, beneficiaries, donors, partners, everybody is happy. So we believe that this is really resonating on the ground with all these people being happy. In the US also, we grew very well with Northern California and Southern California both having the beneficiaries who got deaf beneficiaries who got the scholarships from our donor Raj Rana Foundation, particularly for them to go to the college education. As you look at now, let's look at the what we did in the advocacy side. We did several things, but let me start with our igniters, whom you will listen today. Very impactful strategic project that we have undertaken. One is that LA 2020 Readiness, because in view of Los Angeles-based organization that Voice of SAP is, LA 2020 is very natural for us, how we can make it most accessible ever. That's our goal. And for that, we have done research. talk to the Paralympians and a lot of things. And now we are going to do all the venue auditing, etc., to give a very tangible, actionable to the LA 2028. You will see more about it. And another project is we thought that there is a need of compilation of some 50 to 100 very inspirational people. We call the book name is A Symphony of Abilities. We have so many, more than 190 people that we have researched. And that is part of the advocacy. If you look at the United Nations, as many of you know, I had the opportunity, honor to meet Honorable Prime Minister of India, present 2047 vision for Divyangjan, how economics of disability should really be put focus on, so that as a country, India benefits with $1 trillion economic contribution. But if you extend the same logic to the whole world, the world will also benefit. And that's what I had opportunity to speak at United Nations. This was the ninth time that we could talk on how the financing of the disability sector can be done more creatively. On Vision 2047 side, we continued with our efforts, not only with obviously Prime Minister, but we took it forward to the different states. Uh, and that is important, because the discussions that happens in Delhi should go down to the states. There are so many states. So we are fortunate to meet several leaders of Gujarat, Orissa, Karnataka, chief ministers, governors, parliamentarians, disability commissioner of Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, all of that, in Goa also. So we want them to align, start seeing that what is on the table in terms of GST or income or economic impact. So the economics of disability was further taken, and not only just talking, signing MOU with Gujarat government. Thanks to Honorable Chief Minister Bhupendra Bhai, he immediately supported, and the whole team worked and we signed the MOU to make Gujarat as a model state. Get ready for the Commonwealth 2030. Get ready for 2036 Olympics. That's what our goal is, and work has started on the ground. Let me tell you, our mobile app is being very much used today as I speak for government of Gujarat to fix some of the accessibility issues as they see. Now let's talk about the Hitat project that has done phenomenally well in this year, 2025. As you can see, the numbers have gone up. That is primarily because of Hitat project. You all know probably what is Hitat. We are having social workers that we pay, who helps the people in their community, which is around 24, 25,000 now total cumulative number. But the key metrics I want to share is 18% of beneficiaries still dead for Government of India are coming from Project Hitat, with whopping 1.3 crore rupees in benefits of services, physiotherapy, speech therapy, all of that. Our beneficiaries has received from Government of India money. And that is where I think it's a huge success. And we want this social workers count to go up with the ground game with every district that we are working under the MOU with states, Orissa, Gujarat, and all that. And we believe that we have a potential to reach 1 million beneficiaries just on Hitat pretty soon. And you can see the state breakup and all that. Idea here is that we are spread across India. So let's go to the next. What is that our vision for next 10 years? Can you go to next slide? Okay. So 2025 has been very pivotal in terms of promoting Vision 2047 with the leaders, United Nations, and with the youth. Hitat project has resonated very well, and with so many new things that we have come up with for next 10 years of impact of Voice of SAP. You'll hear from Faiz a little bit more, but let me tell you a few things here that we are poised, we are very focused in 26 for taking to the finish line the book project, LA 2028 recommendations. We are very much looking for replicating what we could do with state of Gujarat and Orissa is under progress MOU. Take it to more states. So more states join, commit to the objectives, and we make this Vision 2047 more real. And we are going to have focus efforts, starting with Orbit 20 products for the US and many other products we are going to add for the people in the US also to benefit with some of these amazing assistive products which will subsidize and that they will benefit. So stay tuned for more updates. Again, thank you very much for everybody's amazing support all throughout these years, and we are ready for the next 10 years. So next year definitely join us. We'll be celebrating 10 years of WhatsApp existence, and yes, we are on the path of making much bigger strides in the next 10 years. Faiz, over to you.
Thank you, Pranav sir, for your inspiring words. And welcome everyone. My name is Fez, and I'm here to introduce the vision for VOSAP Social Impact Fund. This is our big, ambitious goal for a bigger impact. It is a proposed multi-million dollar impact fund dedicated to creating profound improvements for the especially able people globally. What makes VOSAP Social Impact Fund unique is its commitment to dual objectives, achieving significant social impact while also delivering a competitive return on investment. We aim to achieve this by leveraging deep expertise of VOSAP in the disability sector. We are not just proposing to give money, we are proposing to invest strategically for a change. Our first key investment area is going to be assistive technology sector, consisting of AI and robotics. With validated early success of VOSAP's initiative for 8 years, the opportunity here is massive, projected to reach $50 billion by 2035. And the timing couldn't be perfect due to three reasons. One, technological readiness, the maturity of artificial intelligence technologies. Two, ecosystem readiness, a vibrant ecosystem of patents and startups in AT. Three, market acceptance. AT products like Meta glasses are becoming mainstream. We are targeting successful small scale AT companies with the potential to scale globally. This is not just about helping, it is about capitalizing on a huge market to drive exponential impact. Our second pillar is going to be removing barriers by investing in accessible infrastructure. Accessibility is the non-negotiable foundational layer for true economic impact and empowerment. And we at VOSAP cannot ignore it. We are going to focus on three main areas. One, modernizing physical spaces. Funding features like stair lift, elevators, ramps, and accessible washrooms in public and residential spaces. Two, transportational intervention, investing in accessible fleet and travel solution. Three, urban planning and consulting, providing capital for the services that implement universal design standards proactively, moving beyond mere compliance. Finally, we are considering various areas. And one of the key areas we see is the service sector. Think of an Uber-like app where you can order on-demand wheelchairs. Yes, that is possible by strategic investment into training and capacity building. And there are four key areas. One, rehabilitation centers. Investing in world-class facilities, leveraging our experience from successful initiatives like Project Hitarth. Two, healthcare and education. Developing training programs for physiotherapy, occupational therapy, and speech to fill the human resource gap. Three, service industry and training, investing in on-demand mobility, caregivers, accessible tourism, and creating AT trainers to ensure new technologies are effectively used by the end users. Last but not the least, para sports, capitalizing on the growing industry of para games for visibility, inspiration, and economic opportunity, including para game trainers. In summary, the VOSAP Social Impact Fund is a disciplined, multiple investment strategy that aspires to deliver a competitive return on investment while driving sustainable change for Divyangjan globally. It is a 360-degree opportunity for a transformative change, taking care of technology enablers, accessible infrastructure, as well as capacity building. Thank you for listening. Over to you, Sparsh.
Thank you so much, Pranav Uncle and Fez Bhai, for sharing such a grand strategic vision and showing us how VOSAP is not just dreaming big, we're executing big year after year. And when I hear such growth metrics as going from 30,000 to 57,000 beneficiaries supported, I can see that these presentations aren't just manifestos. This is the groundwork of a movement that is resonating exponentially with people and families on the ground. And when I think of how this strategy has the power to heal our world on so many levels, families, classrooms, workplaces, stadiums, entire communities, I can't help but remember a very special song that I'd love to perform for you all. Feel free to clap along if you want.
Sparsh audio is not coming.
There's a... Yeah, let me see. Is that working? The music?
No.
Okay. 1 second. We can move on. I can share the song later. We can do a presentation and then we'll move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you will try 1 more minute, or it is not possible?
Let's move on. Let's not waste time. I'll figure it out. Not a problem.
Okay.
My friends, in this day and age, I think the best way that we can build the world that we're talking about is through artificial intelligence, AI. So for our first youth-led presentation of the day, we're going to look at how AI has already been upgrading the lives of specially abled people, and how VOSAP has been and will continue to be an integral part of this revolution. So, AI research team, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Sparsh, and hello again, fellow VOSAPians and our listeners. I'm Faz, and together with my team, Nisarg, Samhita, and Shlok, we are presenting the AI for accessibility. Did you know that we are standing on the brink of a world where physical limitations are no longer barriers, but merely engineering challenges waiting to be solved? We are here to discuss a revolution. This isn't just about gadgets, it is about reshaping daily experiences. We are seeing a future with improved education worldwide, enhanced communication, restored independence through improved mobility, and AI that is breaking barriers right before our eyes. Would you believe me if I told you that over half of the spatially able community is already outperforming the general professional population in adopting AI for problem solving? I'm not the one who is saying this. The numbers back this up. According to studies by Randstad, one of the world's largest manpower consulting firms, 55% of spatially able people already use AI for problem solving. And let's be clear who we are talking about. We are talking about spatially able professionals in formal jobs, people working in engineering, finance, management, and more. These are professionals using AI technology to excel at their respective careers. And let me tell you, the market for these AI-based assistive technologies is exploding, projected to reach nearly $50 billion by 2034. Give me a thumbs up if that sounds exciting to you all. All right. To explain how this technology actually works to support this revolution, I'd like to hand it over to one of our proud igniter. Samhita, you are next.
Thanks, Faiz. Have you ever wondered how a machine can feel the world better than a human can? It starts with the engine under the hood. In 2025, we are leveraging machine learning that learns user behavior to personalize accessibility. We use natural language processing, also known as NLP, to power speech recognition and computer vision to detect objects and read scenes. Perhaps, most incredibly, we are seeing neural interfaces that connect prosthetics directly to user intent and generative AI that creates adaptive content on the fly. Imagine walking through a foreign city and having your sunglasses whisper the name of the shops, the text in the menus, and the obstacles on the sidewalk into your ear. For the visually impaired, this is reality. Object and scene recognition tools like smart on AI glasses describe people and text in real time. We have AI-powered navigation giving detailed audio directions and smart braille displays converting digital text instantly. Even screen readers have evolved. They now use NLP to understand the context and layout of a page. You can even use generative AI to automatically write alt text for images in Microsoft Office. What if you could control your entire digital life and even your physical home without lifting a finger, just by using your eyes? This is the promise for AI for motor disability. Eye tracking technologies now use eye movement to operate keyboards and screens. Beyond that, advanced voice control allows users to command smart homes and systems purely through speech. We even have robotic assistants like smart wheelchairs and robotic arms from Aether Biomedical that adapt to user input. And applications like Yes2Access are now using AI to identify ramps and images. Yes, It is all being done today. To discuss how AI is taking mobility and communication to the next level, here's Nisarg.
Yeah, appreciate it, Samhita. Did you guys know that these technologies are now designing prosthetic limbs that don't just replace a leg, but actually predict the terrain you're about to step on? We are looking at smart prosthetics and exoskeletons that restore independence for individuals with limb loss and paralysis. And these devices use artificial intelligence to interpret natural movement and sensors that adjust dynamically to the terrain. It provides a safer and more intuitive experience for especially old people. A lot of big tech companies, such as Rise Bionics, are even using AI to design prosthetics by analyzing a user's limb structure. It's about revolutionizing on a supply chain level where customizations of prosthetics are being done just within a few hours. Can you imagine a world where a deaf student can attend a regular lecture because the teacher's voice is turning into text on their glasses in real time? For hearing impairment, artificial intelligence is breaking the silence. We have sign language translation that processes video input and instantly translates it into spoken or written text. And a lot of live captioning and transcription services, such as Google Live Caption, provide real-time subtitles for conversations and calls. Even hearing aids are smarter now, filtering out background noise that isolate specific voices. And did you know in many call centers today, an AI-based speech neutralizing software is used by individuals to interact when a caller or consumer has speech impairment calls? What if a textbook could rewrite itself to match exactly how your brain learns best? This is exactly what's happening for intellectual and learning disabilities. Personalized tutors, such as CogniSpark, adjust difficulty based on a student's pacing. Startups such as Cognable are creating machine learning-driven assistive technology for the detection and affordable treatment of autism spectrum disorder through video-based assessment. I'll now show you the real-world impact of these tools by handing it over to Shlok.
Thanks, Nisar. We've talked about the tech, but now let's talk about the people. Is it possible to double your annual income just by changing the device you use to read? For advocate Nandita Tripathi, the answer is yes. Nandita Tripathi, a VOSAP beneficiary, is a prime example of the formal professionals Faiz mentioned earlier. She uses an AI-based smart glasses to summarize her legal cases inside the courtroom. And at home, she uses a Kibo XS device to scan and convert case files into audio. The result? She reported doubling her annual income from 4 lakhs to 8 lakhs simply because she became more productive. This is the tangible power of inclusion. Technology means nothing if it doesn't reach the hands of the people who need it most. That is where VOSAP steps in. VOSAP is accelerating adoption by providing these specific tools. We provide SmartOn, AI-based smart glasses for blind students, Kibo, which uses image processing to convert handwriting into audio, and we have Jyoti AI, which simplifies daily navigation for those with visual impairments. We are proud to say that VOSAP has already empowered thousands of beneficiaries across India with these tools and technologies. VOSAP is promoting adoption of AI at every level. Therefore, in its future vision, VOSAP plans to support more AI-based assistive technology startups to scale and reach masses. And VOSAP also plans to promote innovation through the AI-based assistive technology hackathon. In 2025, AI is not just about building tools. It's about building a world where disability helps define ability rather than limit it. Thank you.
All right, great, Faiz and team. You guys have done good research in the area that yes, AI is everywhere. It is here for disability sector also. So pretty exciting to see. And yes, we at Voice of SAP have started leveraging it and we are going to do more. Sparsh, if your technology issue is over, please go ahead with your nice song.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, I just want to echo Pranav Uncle. I loved how you shared all these cool things. I mean, from a tool that can help identify where someone is on the autism spectrum to an exoskeleton powered by terrain sensing pressure sensors. And then when you think about all that we're already doing, I feel like we are so less behind than we sometimes fear. And our mindset has never been, what do we need to do to stay current? But rather it's how can we redefine the future for specially abled people? And so with that hopeful future in mind, let's heal the world. Oh, I need to be able to share. Please. Okay, there we go. Thank you. And let's do it. Can you all hear the music? If so, please clap along.
Yes.
Yay! All right. There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And this place could be much brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you'll feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space to make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. And the dream we were conceived in will reveal a joyful face. And the world we once believed in will shine again in grace. And why do we keep strangling life? Will this earth crucify its soul? When it's plain to see this world is heavenly, be God's glow. Save this world so precious, so blessed and so dear. Protect its beauty and splendor, don't let that disappear. Preserve our animals and plants and humankind as well, so that our future generations can have a story to tell. Protect us from evil and spread the word of good, of peace, love, justice, virtue and brotherhood. Cause we only have one earth and we can't waste our motherland. So let's move as one force. I think it's time to take a stand.
Everyone please.
Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Thank you so much, everyone. But my friends, if in this day and age we can upgrade one specially abled life to such a vast extent, imagine how much we can upgrade an entire village of specially abled athletes when a whole city is designed for them. So to share how our Igniters are working behind the scenes to help make the LA 2028 Paralympics the most athlete-centered, disability-friendly Paralympic Games ever organized, please welcome our LA 2028 Readiness Research Team. Over to you all.
Thank you, Sparsh. That was amazing performance. Thank you so much. Welcome all dignitaries, VOSAP mentors, leaders, families, and fellow changemakers. We are the LA 28 Readiness team. I am Aarti, and with me are my passionate igniters, Aditya, Naitik, and Pari. Today we stand here in front of you as researchers entrusted with a global responsibility. Our project, LA 28 Readiness Project, supports one of the greatest human celebrations, the Paralympic Games, where over 4,000 athletes from more than 170 countries come together to prove that human spirit has no limits. And today, we invite you to join us on a journey through stories, innovations, and hope. A journey that has the power to change how the world sees disability and how it understands ability. To understand the importance of accessibility at LA 2028, let's first understand the Paralympics. The Paralympics were born from suffering, from hope, from healing. In 1948, Dr. Ludwig Guttmann treated soldiers with spinal injuries, men the world had almost given up on. He gave them the wheelchairs and then he gave them the sports. And slowly, these men who could no longer walk learned to race, lift, throw, and live again. What began as a small archery event with just 16 athletes has now grown into a worldwide celebration of ability and courage. And that's what, ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympics truly are. They are the strength, resilience, and possibility in motion.
Now, here are some facts that I'm sure many of you guys probably don't know of. In 1988 Seoul, the Paralympics were first broadcast internationally. Then, just 4 years later in Barcelona, the Paralympics finally had their own TV signal, a huge milestone. Today, Paralympic viewership reaches around 3.8 billion people worldwide. And the most beautiful statistic is in London 2012, 1 in every 3 UK citizens said that watching the Paralympics changed their attitude towards disabilities forever. That is the real power of these games, not medals, but mindsets. After rapid growth in the past 2 decades, 170 countries have participated in the Paralympics with over 4,000 athletes. This growth shows how infrastructure, NGO support, and global collaboration have enabled more developing nations and para-athletes to participate than ever before.
Now, the Elite 2028 Games will showcase 23 sports, each with a blend of innovation, determination, and accessibility. Imagine this, a blind athlete sprinting across a goalball court, guided only by a bell inside the ball, where the sound becomes their entire world. Now imagine a bocce athlete with minimal muscle strength, aiming with absolute precision using their head or mouth, yet competing and winning at the global level. Now for the popular sports. Imagine a double amputee sprinter on carbon fiber blades running faster than most of us ever could. These athletes compete under multiple classifications, and yet the world only sees one thing, their ability, not their disability.
There are 3 types of impairments in the Paralympics. This includes physical impairments, which is limb deficiencies, impaired muscle power, or even short stature, visual impairments, and intellectual impairments. Each requires specialized equipment, rules, and accessibility support.
Our team's vision is bold to make LA 28 the most accessible Paralympic Games ever organized. To achieve this, we are researching AI, robotics, and assistive technology, positioning VOSAP mobile app as the central accessibility guide, and formulating policy recommendations for LA officials. Because accessibility is not charity, it is a fundamental right.
So we divided ourselves into 4 groups to focus on the research areas. This includes the Paragames group, where we studied 23 sports, their classifications, and technologies. Then the Paralympic Org group, where we looked into the $6.88 billion budget and the key organizations involved. Then the Paralympic Experiences group, where we interviewed more than 70 past athletes and gained insights on mobility, transportation, and overall experience, supported by inputs from NGOs, partners, and our 15 board members. Lastly, for the LA Readiness Group, we will soon evaluate city infrastructure, including accessibility gaps and implementing solutions.
Now, in our research timeline, we began in May with our project launch and secondary research. And in our secondary research, we basically did research on like accessibility, housing, and the venue infrastructures. And we're also now preparing formal recommendations for LA officials, which is just the beginning of creating spaces where every athlete belongs.
Some of the research areas we had include stadium accessibility, assistive technologies, transportation/navigation, and communication systems. We evaluated ramps, signage, lifts, seating, accessible transit, and digital tools, guided directly by Paralympians' lived experiences. Our non-technology research areas include accessible pathways, restroom seating and signage, disability sensitivity training for volunteers, mobility support and emergency handling training, Braille guides and large print maps, and these steps overall helped LA 2028 set a new global benchmark.
Now, in our research comparing Tokyo 2020 and Paris 2024, we found very distinct strengths and challenges. challenges. For Tokyo 2020, they excelled with autoback repair centers, quiet sensory rooms, early robotic support. However, the Tokyo Athlete Village lagged in room accessibility. On the other hand, Paris improved with high-quality sports wheelchairs, on-site 3D printing labs, a highly accessible athlete village with adjustable height beds, robotic beds, and wide washrooms. However, they struggled with untrained staff and crowded shuttle systems. These insights directly shaped our recommendations for LA 2028.
This progress depends on strong global partnerships. Key contributors include Autobot, Google Accessibility, Microsoft AI, Toyota Mobility Foundation, and universities specializing in biomechanics and inclusive design, also including leading NGOs and disability organizations. VOSAP aims to be one of these partners, shaping the accessibility vision for LA 2028.
Now, based on our research, here are a few of our technology recommendations. Smart wheelchairs and sensor-based navigation, AI kiosks and wayfinding robots, audio description headsets and captioning screens, expanded high-performance adaptive sports equipment, just like the Autobook LED, 3D printing labs for quick wheelchair and prosthetic repairs, space-filled tactile and audio QR maps for visually challenged visitors, Hearsay AI-enabled hearing aids for noisy stadiums, and all of these recommendations can help transform the Paralympic experience for both athletes and visitors.
Now, LA 2028 must ensure fully accessible pathways and restrooms, trained staff and volunteers, sign language interpreters, emergency protocols, and braille guides and large print maps, and audio support. These are simple but powerful steps to ensure equal dignity.
Let us now look at how ready LA is to welcome thousands of Paralympians in 2028. LA is planning something truly unique, a Paragames almost entirely on existing world-class venues. Over 40 venues, all within a 35-mile radius, will help reduce travel time and make logistics smoother for persons with disabilities. The Athlete Village at UCLA will house around 3,000 accessible rooms, complete with medical rooms, dining halls, rehab facilities, and wellness spaces, creating a supportive environment where athletes can recover and perform their best. With a total projected budget of $6.88 billion, LA is investing something smartly, focusing on retrofitting rather than new construction, allowing more resources to be directed toward accessibility upgrades. The city is also upgrading transportation through accessible metro stations, improved road networks, and shuttle systems designed for wheelchair users and visually impaired visitors. Overall, LA's plan prioritizes sustainability, accessibility, and athlete comfort, aiming to deliver one of the most inclusive Paralympic experiences the world has ever seen.
Going forward, our work now moves from research to action. We'll finalize clear recommendations for the LA 2028 committee, strengthen our analysis for more Paralympic interviews, refine our accessibility assessments, and expand our study of global innovations. Through the VOSAP mobile app, we'll empower every visitor to navigate easily and report barriers instantly. This is more than a goal, it's a promise of inclusivity. The Paralympics show us what humans can achieve when the world becomes accessible.
LA 2028 can become a milestone where accessibility becomes the global standard.
Where every specially able athlete enters the stadium and says, "This place was built for me."
And with VOSAP's research, passion, and innovation, we can make this vision real. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aarti and team. And this is very strategic project, as somebody I saw in the comments. Commonwealth 2030 in Ahmedabad is coming. Yes, VOSAP is going to learn a lot with LA 2028, bring those lessons learned to our Ahmedabad Commonwealth 2030, and hopefully 2036 Olympics also. So all putting together in that perspective, we have this, mobile app also that we are revamping. We'll know more about it later on, which is very, very strategic commitment to make accessibility as prime goal for LA 2028. Certainly, work has started happening in Ahmedabad also, rating of thousands of places as we speak. So we are getting ready for getting big time into the para sports. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So, Sparsh, you are ready with your motivation speech, right? And then
Yeah,
Khushi, your poem.
I have also a song here that I would love to share with you all.
Okay, go ahead.
I think one of my favorite parts of this presentation, by the way, was learning about the origin story of the Paralympics for the first time. I did not know that. My papa always told me, big things come in small packages, but I think here, big ideas started from small prototypes, right? With just one hospital, just one coach, and just one group of athletes who refuse to be written off by society. And I think the Paralympics, if there's anything that they show us, it's exactly what we're here to show other people at VOSAP. That when opportunity meets determination and meets the right support, we are all limitless people. And to that end, I would love to share an original song I wrote and released recently with a couple Berkeley classmates this year of the same name. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to share the sound, and for some reason, it isn't giving me the option to do that. Let me know if you all can see the thing.
First, you are co-host, so
Right. Yeah, but for some
shared
reason,
sound should be there.
it should be, I know. Let me know if you all can hear the music.
We cannot hear it.
No.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay. You know what? I am not sure why that's happening.
Okay,
We
go ahead
can
with
move
your
on. Yeah.
go ahead with your
Or
motivational
let me
speech.
see if I can. Will that work? Let's see. Oh, but that just shares the sound.
Share
You know
the
what?
sound.
I guess
Yeah.
we'll share the sound.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Can you all hear that?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love is limitless, lighting lives. Triumph turns around fighting tides. Peace is powerful, blinding pride. Pure patience is the highest prize. Caring with courage, kindness calls. Goodness is gold, a shining guard. Faith is a fire, forgiver of faults. Honest humility heals our hearts. Self-discipline is a drum that's soundless. That grounds us on the earth with prowess. Innately in tune to the power. This love is boundless. When love strikes our world, we are limitless people. And nothing can break our limitless freedom. And life saturates with a vision much sweeter. Wherever we take it, we're spreading the signal right now. 'Cause digital, physical, blending our sight. Typical visuals lining our lives. Standards and images try to define how we should be. But you know there's nothing stopping me. I could be anything that I want to be. Through obstacles impossible, I'll rise to the top, strong and free. This limitlessness fills my world with infinite light. I'm winning with gracious impetus, now uplifting this life. On a path with a purpose countless. We're grounded on the earth with prowess, innately in tune to the power. This love is boundless. When love strikes our world, we are limitless people. And nothing can break our limitless freedom. And life saturates with a vision much sweeter. Wherever we take it, we're spreading the signal right now. Thank you so much. And thanks to my friends, Sydney Jones and Stephen Cole Manning, for making this masterpiece. And yeah, I'm super excited to share this with
Mesmerizing
you.
performance, definitely.
Thank you so much. You know, my friends, after hearing so many stories of limitless people, a logical question arises. What does it mean to be limitless in our own lives? You know, we're often told if you find your passion, you'll reach your purpose. Passion is powerful, but life has taught me that by itself, it's powerless. Because there will always be someone who sings or studies or codes or researches better than us, who's happier, richer, more popular than us, especially if you're a specially abled person. So, if our only goal is to be number one, haven't we just joined a race we can never win? But the one arena where no one can ever beat you, my friends, is your story. I mean, who else has your exact mix of family, fractures, fears, and faith than you, right? So here are 6 quick equations from my life that I pray can help you make sense of yours. Number 1, story plus courage equals authenticity. My story began with 40 fractures, 2 days given to live, 6 months in emergency rooms, and immigrant parents who still decided we will not hide Sparsh from the world. That courage is what turned private pain into an honest journey that other people could draw strength from. And by the way, if you ever want to dive deeper into that journey, please make sure you grab the Symphony of Abilities book when we release it. My full story so far will be in there too. Number 2, passion plus practice equals proficiency. Did you know that at first I actually wanted to study ancient animals? But after years of lessons, riyas, and performances, I realized music and speaking aren't just things I like doing. They're the deepest ways I express myself. Because practice is how passion becomes a gift that can bless others. Number 3, authenticity plus proficiency equals your brand. When your real story meets real skill, people feel something unique when they hear about you. In my case, that feeling was, here's a guy who has every reason to give up and still shows up with excellence and hope. That feeling, my friends, is your brand. Number 4, brand plus service equals calling. Once you know who you are, you realize what your specific role is in solving the problems that break your heart the most. Like how I've been very blessed to use my music and speaking to be hand in hand with several nonprofits solving the problems that break my heart the most. And like how Shri Dr.Sai turned his lived experience of exclusion into a calling to rewrite the story for persons with disabilities through VOSAP. Number 5, calling plus community equals movement plus career. A calling becomes a movement and a sustainable career when others believe in it enough to invest. For me, family, friends, fans, and mentors helped me finish my dream degree at Berklee College of Music just this June by investing in what I love to do the most, music and speaking, so I could keep sharing hope on bigger and bigger stages every year. And number 6, career plus vision equals legacy. I don't mind if people forget my name, my friends. I only care that this world is more authentic, more welcoming, and more purposeful because I was here. That kind of vision, what your life keeps doing after you're gone, is what quietly shapes every decision in the present. So to every young person here, and to every parent of a specially abled child, I pray that you don't just leave today thinking, I need to find my passion. What's my passion? Rather, may I leave you all with a better question. What is one part of my story that I've been hiding that could actually help others if I choose to have the courage to share it? And however that story comes out, a poem, an app, a book, a research project, or quiet acts of kindness no one posts about. If you remember nothing else, I pray you remember, your story is the one world record that no one else can ever break. Thank you so much. And by the way, if you all want the slides from this little presentation of mine, feel free to scan the QR code. That's my little gift to you. And now,
Sparsh, so much wisdom that you have provided to everybody with your amazing short presentation. I'm sure every viewer today and later on when we share with our larger audience, thousands of people, they will benefit with what you spoke today. Very, very important. Thank you.
thank you so much. That means so much, Pranav Uncle. And now, as we see on screen, I'd like to bring a very creative VOSAP igniter and a new friend to the spotlight, Khushi Mehta. You'll also hear from her when we share our next youth-led project, but right now, she's bringing a different side of her heart to the mic through a poem that she's written from the perspective of persons with disabilities and the community around them who loves them so much. So please help me welcome Khushi as she shares her gift with us. Khushi, all yours.
Thank you so much. So this poem is titled Our Voices, and it's inspired by the strength of people with disabilities and the support that surrounds them. Here we go. We are not broken. We're learning, growing, and finding our way. The world isn't always built for us, but we keep moving and we keep dreaming. The people who love us, they lift us when we fall and believe in us when we doubt. Every challenge shows us our strength, and every story we share sparks something new. We are here and we are unstoppable. Thank you.
All right, Khushi. So it was short poem, and we know that you have written a book also, which is on Amazon, and you are the editor on our book project. So we are so proud to have you. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
thank you.
Short and sweet. It was really nice. Khushi, I think we both have something in common. We've discovered the power of language to sparsh or touch hearts, and you did that with such a beautiful perspective. So thank you for doing that. And now, the powerhouse you have all been waiting for. Today's youth guest speaker, Master Prathamesh Sinha from Pune, is a motivational speaker and recipient of India's Shresht Divyang Bal Puraskar Award. He may have lost his physical sight as an infant, but he never lost his inner vision for life. You may have seen him on Shark Tank India, showcasing the Annie Braille learning device, or even presenting it to the Honorable Prime Minister of India. And now, he is here to remind us all that when your inner vision is clear, no obstacle can keep you from realizing it. So everyone, please join me in welcoming Master Prathamesh Sinha. Prathamesh, so grateful to have you here. The stage is yours.
Yeah. So, hi, good morning and good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Sparsh Bhaiya, for the lovely introduction. And thank you so much, Dr.Sai sir, and the whole VOSAP team for inviting me and for giving me this platform to share my views, to express my views. And I've been using assistive technology for my studies from a long time, so I'm associated with VOSAP. And before I proceed, I'd like to take you 14 years back. I was born on 15th of January 2011. As born normal, according to the standards of the society, born with all 5 sense organs working. So, when I was 14 months old, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and at the age of 16 months, I underwent through a cranial surgery. This brain tumor caused me a complete loss of vision. But destiny had planned something else for me. In 2019, this brain tumor recurred, and I underwent through my second cranial surgery when I was just 8 years old. So that's why it is correctly said, man proposes and God disposes. But 2019 was a turning point of my life as well. Believe me, you don't always get what you want, but you get what you deserve. And people around me thought that it's a full stop had been put in front of my life journey, but it was just a comma for a while. And in 2019, I got admission in the Pune Blind School, where after a few months of my admission, a company came to install a smart braille learning device. And the company name was Tinkerbell Labs, and the device name was Annie. So then I started learning as a student. My journey started as a student to the brand ambassador of this company and this device. So my life revolves around 4 Ds: disability, discrimination, disappointment, but eventually development. So due to my disability, normal schools, they were not ready to give me admission. But and it was really disappointing for my parents as well. But me and my parents, we didn't stop. I kept learning in homeschooling, and I learned many new things like spirituality, and many shlokas I learned. And spirituality, due to spirituality, I got to know that every problem has a solution. We just need to sit down and think about it. And spirituality taught me acceptance, and that's how my journey as a motivational and spiritual speaker began. I try to make people understand that there is no motivation bigger than self motivation. So always try to find positivity in every aspect of life. Here I would like to share one recent observation with all of you over here. So what happened is, I'm a frequent traveler. So whenever I board a flight, I notice that during takeoff or landing, the crew and the passengers are asked to be seated with the seatbelts fastened. But when the plane is in a stable position, the movement starts. So it teaches all of us that in our times when we are facing ups and downs, we should show patience. We should be calm, cool, and composed. The time will pass on. वक्त का काम ही है गुजरना. अच्छा है तो शुक्र करो और बुरा है तो सब्र करो. So और सब्र के साथ साथ कर्म भी करो, काम भी करो. So it's really important that we do our process. In Shubhasitani, it says, Uddyamin hi siddhyanti, karyayini na manorathe, nahi suptasya sinhasya, pravishanti mukhe mriga. And in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna says, Karmanyavadhikaraste, ma phaleshu kadachana, ma karm phaleturbur, mate sangoshto karmani. It means that it's really important to be process oriented. If we do the right process, we'll get the best results. So always focus on the process rather than being goal oriented. Be process oriented. And as I got opportunity to demonstrate this device in front of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji and in Shark Tank India on national television. So you know why I'm sharing all of it over here? To spread a simple message. Be ready. Opportunity knocks doors once, twice, but not thrice. So be ready, be prepared, update yourself for the time when opportunity comes and you will be able to grab it. And here I want to share one more thing with all of you, that see the destiny. Normal schools, they were not ready to give me admission, but now I started going in normal schools as a motivational speaker to motivate them. And as a brand ambassador of Thinkable Labs, I demonstrate any device to teachers, students of blind school, and I also encourage visually impaired children to include technology in their studies. It's really important actually. I want to share one real life incident with all of you. Once, a couple of months back, I remember, few visually impaired students of college, they came to take my interview. So they came quite late from the time slot which was given to them. So I asked that, is everything all right? What happened? So they told me that they had their examinations. And one of their fellow students, her examination was from 10 o'clock and till 9:50, she did not had any writer to write her examination. No scribe. So there was a lot of pressure. So due to this reason, they got late. So it was so heart-wrenching for me. And that day, I learned that how important technology is to reduce dependency and to make yourself independent. And I work for inclusion and inclusive education. So I am really fortunate that I get many platforms in India where I share and raise voice of specially able people. One of my concerns, which I raise everywhere, that why don't we include Braille and Sign Language as the part of mandatory curriculum in all the schools? Because normal children, they should also know how to deal with specially able people. It is really important. We need to realize that specially able people, they are a great human resource. We just need to give them equal opportunity, equal platform to prove themselves. And thanks to platforms like VOSAP, where they are getting opportunities to show that their capabilities are not less than anyone. We need to realize that inclusion is not a luxury, it's a birthright. It's a fundamental right. And it is really important for us that we work for our upliftment. Like, I want to be an ICE officer so that I could work for the upliftment of specially able people, for their education, for their empowerment, for their employment, for their inclusion. Despite the fact I am on lifetime medication, MRIs and blood tests are part of my daily life, but they all these things are not able to divert me from my original goal. Because I believe कि कठिनाइयों से हार कर मुझे बैठना नहीं आता, दुख कितने भी हो, खुशियों का दामन, उम्मीदों का दामन छोड़ना नहीं आता.
Wow.
रास्ते मिल जाते हैं ढूंढने से, रास्ते मिल जाते हैं ढूंढने से, क्या करूं, बढ़ना तो आता है पर रुकना नहीं आता. So here I would like to sum up my thoughts from the shloka of Srimad Bhagavad Gita कि ममय वांशु जीवलोके जीवभूतो सनातन mana shasthani indrani prakriti sthana karishati, which means that everyone in this world is a part of Almighty God. Then why to discriminate? Let's create equal opportunities for specially able people. Let's create equal platforms for them, and let's include everyone in the mainstream society and move together from the darkness of inequality to the light of equality. So thank you so much, everyone, and don't forget to read the book Symphony of Abilities, which will have my story as well, and it will be launched in few months. So waiting for it. And Sparsh Bhaiya, over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prathmesh.
Thank you, sir.
You did awesome. Very
Thank you.
good.
Thank you, sir.
And we are all very amazed to see how you struggle, but still the positivity, happiness, and the message for the world is
Yeah.
so intact and powerful that yes, those regular schools are inviting you as a honorable speaker. That's your
Yes.
achievement. Keep it up,
Yes.
buddy, and use the technology. Okay, you know whichever device you need, you're going
Yeah.
to use it. Okay, so use as
Sure.
many devices as possible.
I know
Thank
VOSAP is there for every specially able person in the world, so no need to
Thank
worry about that.
Thank you. Love you, buddy. Love you.
Thank you so much.
First,
Yeah. Prathamesh, that was awesome. I loved those 4Ds: disability, discrimination, disappointment, and then the last one, development. That is a really beautiful arc. And I think that, regardless of your level of ability, anybody can relate to that. Everyone has some sort of deficiency, right? And because of that, there's some sort of discrimination we all face. And we all go through disappointment in life because we can't be included everywhere. We try to fit in, but then, oh, we can't fit in. And then we feel down. And then we realize, no, we're capable. We're capable. We just need the right support. We need the right opportunity. Like you said, knocks once, knocks twice, but not thrice. So we get ready for it. We develop for it. I love that. Prathamesh, you're amazing. Thank you so much for letting the light of your story shine unfiltered, because that light brings us hope. My friends, one inspiring story can transform a community, but a book of inspiring stories, my friends, can transform generations. I know we've been teasing this throughout the program, but for our next segment, we'd like to hand it over to the Symphony of Abilities team to dive a little deeper into VOSAP's long-term book project of the same name that's capturing and preserving the life stories of specially abled stars around the world. Symphony of Abilities team, over to you. Super excited.
Thank you so much, Sparsh. So here we go. Every once in a while, a story changes. Not just mine, but the world itself. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. I'm Himanshi, and along with my team, Khushi, Aditya, and Avni, we're excited to share something very close to our hearts. A symphony of abilities, the book of inspiration and landmark initiative by VOSAP filled with passion, purpose, and the power of real human stories. This project is built on one simple belief. When we witness what is possible, we begin to rethink what we once thought impossible. A symphony of abilities brings together extraordinary journeys of successful SAPs from across the world, people who turned barriers into breakthroughs. The purpose of this book is fourfold: awareness, to showcase the limitless possibilities when talent meets determination; inspiration for SAPs, parents, employers, and society, representing real achievers who shattered stereotypes; guidance by showing SAPs practical strategies and mindset that help these achievers grow; advocacy to create a global artifact that champions acceptance, inclusion, and equal opportunity. This book isn't just a compilation of achievements, it's a mindset shifter, moving readers from sympathy to strength, limitations to possibilities, stereotypes to success beyond labels. We studied over 190 incredible individuals across continents, professions, disabilities. Live conversation with many of them added depth, emotion, and truth to these narratives. From this vast global pool, around 100 research-based stories were carefully selected, making this book unmatched in both scale and sincerity. It gives hope to parents, directions to SAPs, and inspiration to anyone who dares to dream. Some unforgettable chapters titles include A Life of Vision, Advocacy and Triumph Over Adversity, Beauty Without Barriers, The Music Within, The Flight of Grit, and many more stories that stay with you long after you read them. When parents believe, children rise beyond the sky. One of the most beautiful impact of this book is what it offers to parents. These stories become guiding lights, showing that with early support, a nurturing environment, and belief, every child can thrive. The book reassures families that disability never limit potential or dignity. It reveals role models who prove that every dream is valid, every talent is real, and every journey is possible. Behind every achievement is an untold journey of unthinkable resilience. Each story captures the individual's early life, the support they received, the challenges they face, and the turning points that shaped their path. Their aspirations, resilience, and milestones are highlighted not as exception, but as possibilities. Every story concludes with a powerful message for the world about perseverance, respect, hope, and humanity. A story becomes a movement only when it reaches every heart. And this journey is only beginning. We're now moving into detailed writing, editing, and a collaborative review with each SAP. Soon, the book will be published in print, audiobook, and braille versions, ensuring universal access. We plan to take this to schools, libraries, institutions, and global communities. And yes, an international book tour is in the works, featuring some of our star SAPs whose stories illuminate this book. We want the world to meet them, learn from them, and be inspired. Every extraordinary journey begins with a spark of belief. Today, as a glimpse of the book, we will share stories of 6 remarkable SAPs: Dr. Bhavesh Bhatia, Mali Matlin, Molikan Petkar, Christine Ha, Ravindra Jain, Jessica Cox. Other star SAPs include Prathmesh Sinha, Dr. Karen Dark, Dr. Deepa Malik, and Sparsh. Now I invite Avni, Khushi, and Aditya, our igniters, to share these powerful stories. This entire movement has been powered by the dedication of 11 igniters, and today you'll witness their exceptional work. Khushi will also share the learnings and experiences of the igniters. Over to you, Khushi.
Thank you. So the idea of this book first emerged to our founder through conversations with donors about community needs. One such donor, Terry Hirsch, emphasized the importance of amplifying unheard voices, helping them transform an idea into a mission. People often ask, who wrote this book? And the truth is, this book was written by a movement. It was created by student volunteers, young researchers, and empathy-driven writers, our Igniters team. We weren't just writing stories. We were listening, learning from lived experiences, and ensuring that voices often overlooked were finally heard. So here's what the Igniters learned. 1. Inclusion begins with awareness. Number 2, every story transforms the storyteller. Number 3, disability is not a weakness, it is a strength expressed differently. Number 4, real-world exposure creates compassion that no classroom can teach. This book didn't just educate readers, it shaped hearts, including ours.
Our first inspirational story is that of Dr. Bhavesh Bhatia, a visually impaired entrepreneur and the founder of Sunrise Candles based in Mahabaleshwar. Dr. Bhavesh Bhatia has had limited vision all of his life, becoming fully blind at the age of 23. Starting with a small roadside cart, he built a 450 crore candle empire, which has more than 12,000 candle designs and is run largely by visually impaired artisans and Divyangja. He has empowered more than 10,000 people, supported 35,000 beeswax farmers, and won multiple national awards. A Paralympic athlete with over 100 medals, he proves that your future depends on your effort, not your eyesight. Bhavesh Bhatia cannot see the world with his eyes, yet through his candles, he has lit it for millions.
So Christine Ha once said, your limitations don't define you, your actions do. She proved this by becoming the first visually impaired contestant on MasterChef USA and also ended up winning it, selected from 30,000 participants. She later authored a best-selling cookbook, won the Helen Keller Achievement Award, and her restaurant, The Blind Goat, was a James Beard finalist. Christine Ha reminds us that disability doesn't limit ambition, but it reshapes it. If Christine showed us how perseverance can be tasted, Ravinder Jain showed us how it can be heard. Born visually impaired, he composed music for over 150 films, created legendary scores for the Ramayana, and won the Filmfare Award and the Padma Shri. Despite never seeing the world, he made the world feel through his music. His melodies help us see with our hearts.
Murlikant Pedkar once said, the day you sign up for the army, you forget about fear. He is India's first ever Paralympic gold medalist that survived 9 bullet injuries, 2 years in a coma, and is permanently paralyzed. Yet, in 1972, he set a world record and won gold in the 50-meter freestyle. Awarded the Padma Shri and the Arjun Award, his story continues today through the film Chandu Champion. He proves that courage can rewrite destiny.
Born without arms, Jessica Cox became the world's first licensed armless pilot, flying an aircraft using only her feet. For this achievement, she holds a Guinness World Record. She is also a 4th-degree black belt, the first of the American Taekwondo Association, and a global motivational speaker, inspiring millions across more than 25 countries with her nonprofit, the Right-Footed Foundation International for Disability Empowerment. Her motto says it all. It is only human to have low moments in life, because if you don't, then you won't feel the high, exciting times.
Our final story features Marlee Matlin. Marlee Matlin, the first deaf performer to win an Oscar for the movie Coda at just the age of 21, has dedicated her life to advocating for the deaf rights and authentic representation. She helped push Congress to mandate closed captioning on all TVs, making media accessible for millions. Her message is powerful. Silence is the last thing the world will ever hear from me.
This book is not just a publication, it's a movement to reshape how the world sees disability. These stories ignite belief, empathy, and action. They teach us that ability is defined not by limits, but by courage, support, and opportunity. And now this movement needs you. Take these stories to your schools, homes, and communities. Share them, celebrate them. Together, let's build a world where every child's potential is recognized, respected, and celebrated. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for the launch. Hope you're excited like we all are. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Himanshi. A lot of efforts that you and Aarti and the Igniters have put to identify 190 amazing people from around the world. It's not easy to narrow down to whatever we want to finalize with 50 or so amazing star, specially able people. And this is the power of WhatsApp, where so much of volunteering is happening. Countless hours by Avni, Khushi, and 11 igniters have been, spent in this. That's like kudos to everybody, all igniters, not only the three presenters, but so many who are already, contributing to that. And of course, the ecosystem that we have, like our donors who keep us giving ideas. So while this book, I was talking to Terry in one of the fundraiser. He's our donor, and my ex boss also at AIG, which is my happiness little extra. That they are encouraged to think what more we can do. And he says that maybe this type of content for parents would be very helpful. Uh, then I thought that why not to have a book itself rather than small work here and there, right? And that's where we are benefiting. WhatsApp is a platform where collective wisdom of so many amazing, successful people are contributing. So we become the driving force for disability transformation. Thank you, everyone. Sparsh, over to you.
Yeah.
Your song.
Yeah. Khushi of Aditya, everyone, you all did amazing. I love how in all these stories they show that when you dream without limitations, not even the sky can limit your success. And now earlier we all heard about Shri Murlikant Bedkar, India's first Paralympic gold medalist. So this song is my tribute to him and every specially abled person whose dreams we are rekindling through this book project. Straight from Chandu Champion. Y'all ready?
Everybody sing along with, okay?
All right. Can y'all hear the music?
Yep.
उड़ले जरा सा तू सीने विच नचदी आरज़ू रुकना जरा ना तू राहें तुझसे है रूबरू थोड़ा सा तू रख सबर थोड़ी कर जल्दबाजियाँ मंजिलों पे रख नजर सफर लंबा है ओ शेर की चाल चल रहा बन के तू आगे चल रहा सांस में आंधियां लिए खून तेरा उबल रहा ये जमानों में शोर है तेरे हाथों में जोर है इम्तिहानों की नोक पे हौसलों से संभल रहा हो ओ हो तू है चैंपियन मुट्ठी में है ये जमाना तेरा लिखे आ तू एक फसाना तेरा मुट्ठी में है ये जमाना तेरा लिखे आ तू एक फसाना तेरा रोशनी ढूंढे तेरे घर का पता चांद होना चाहे सिरहाना तेरा गहरे रास्ते कभी न सफर ये हो खत्म बस तेरे वास्ते ये दिन निकला है ओ शेर की चाल चल रहा बन के तू आगे चल रहा सांस में आंधियां लिए खून तेरा उबल रहा ये जमानों में शोर है तेरे हाथों में जोर है इम्तिहानों की नोक पे हौसलों से संभल रहा ओ हो तू है चैंपियन ओ तू है champion! Champion! Come on, champion! Champion! तू है, तू है, तू है, तू है champion!
Wow, what an energy, Sparsh.
Oh, thank you so much. My friends, if a book can transform generations, an app can transform cultures. Don't believe me? In that case, let me hand it over to the VOSAP mobile app team so that they can show us how version 2.0 of the app many of us know and love will turn our passionate community into an unstoppable force of nature. Over to you all.
Thank you, Sparsh. So, welcome to a pivotal moment for voice of specially able people. My name is Divyansh, and today I'm joined by our young igniters, Om and Sachit. We're sharing the next chapter in our journey towards an inclusive world. We have reimagined the VOSAP application. This is not just an everyday update on some random app on your phone, it is a complete transformation. The new app provides a superior experience for all of us. It is faster, clearer, and easier to navigate. We have redesigned every screen to make participating in accessibility efforts not just simple but inspiring. We have better usability, updated features, and most important of all, we are ready for LA 2028 Paralympics, where this app will be utilized as a tool for accessibility mapping. So without further ado, let us introduce you to the VOSAP's next step into the future. We started by improving the features we already use. We have made them more intelligent, more effective. Your favorite features have been supercharged. First, the tool for rating and finding accessible places is now more advanced. It works faster and predicts what you need. This makes sharing accessibility information easier and improves our shared map on accessible locations. Second is personalized content. Your home screen will show your initiatives, news, and the opportunities that match what you create about, what you care about. Your app experience will be unique to your path in your VOSAP mission. Over to you, Sachit.
Thank you. Finding accessible places can be very hard, but what if you could change that? Introducing our upgraded game changer of LA 2028, our new tool for rating and finding accessible public places. With the upgraded VOSAP app, now you can rate specific places like entrances, restrooms, pathways, and even parking, as well as you can add photos or videos to show what accessibility really looks like. Second, research smarter with filters, and you can also select many specific disabilities you're reviewing for. Third, you can help businesses improve by instantly with self-certification so they can verify their accessibility right away. Up to you.
Now, everyone's home screen on the app will be attuned to you and your specific needs. It'll do this through having 4 specific personas that you can choose from on the app. These are the personas of specially abled people, donors, volunteers, and the general public. Even more, users can choose the specific categories of content that they're interested in. And the app will automatically customize and deliver you a fully personalized content experience, prioritizing updates and information that match what you care about. This is perfect, because just like how I love having the home screen on my phone be a layout that I prefer for my needs, the VOSAP app will be able to do that just as well.
Now, we introduce new features designed to create greater impact. First is Karma Points. Now, VOSAP proudly introduces Karma Points. Do good, earn rewards, change lives. This new approach measures your contribution. Positive actions earn rewards, encourage ongoing participation. Second is 80 device application. Apply for an assistive device instantly, right at your fingertips on the app. Upload documents digitally for faster review and approval, and receive personalized guidance from the VOSAP team. Third is volunteer timesheet. Easily submit your volunteering timesheet from the app, quick and convenient. Log hours smoothly and sync automatically for approvals. We will expand on all of these features and more in details on the later slides. We are also removing obstacles to participation with thoughtful improvements. First, multilingual support. The app is ready for LA 2028 Paralympics, which will attract global and multilingual participation. Therefore, you can set the entire app to your preferred language such as Spanish, Hindi, German, and more, with fully translated content, notification, and forms. Second is chapter level interaction. Connect instantly with chapter leaders, join local groups, and more. Thirdly, VOSAP Events Hub. Explore and register for upcoming fundraisers, workshop, events, camps, all in one place.
Cool. So now let's focus and dive deeper into the comma point system. This is more than just a feature. It's the start of a people-powered transformation and the building of a community through our app. For the first time, our platform connects your helpful actions with a structured rewards program. For every action you take, like rating a building, supporting a beneficiary, volunteering, sharing information, and more, you will earn karma points. These points can measure your impact and can be exchanged for rewards that benefit the specially abled community. And even more importantly, it creates a culture of recognition. By seeing the contributions that you and everyone around you take, we are inspired to act. We're not just promoting an app, we're promoting volunteering to the next level. So here's a look at the Common Points leaderboard. Here you can see your total points, where you rank, and specific labels attached to you that demonstrate your progress. Missions with clear tasks, like everything I mentioned before, will earn you the points to move up on the leaderboard and show where you rank amongst the top competitors. The badges earned for your milestone and consistent participation will label with your name on the leaderboard to show where you rank. And this dashboard is designed to motivate, recognize, and celebrate your contributions to turn all of our goodwill into a tangible impact. But even more, it's about building a community. Myself in Los Angeles could be competing with anyone anywhere around the world, like Singapore, for example. And through this leaderboard, we're building a community of people everywhere around the world, all centered towards a single goal. Over to you, Divyan.
Thanks, so. Now let's talk about assistive technology device application. We've made the entire process digital and simple. You can apply for an assistive device from your phone by uploading documents to a guided form. The app provides updates on your application status. You can contact VOSAP support team directly for assistance. This feature shows our commitment to action by not just talking about accessibility, but actively removing the practical barriers that stop people from getting the tools they need for independence.
Cool. So now with a few simple taps, you can log your volunteering hours right onto the timesheet on the app for approval from any event, and the hours are sent to your chapter leader immediately for approval. Now let's go deeper into the multilingual support, and this ensures that Accessibility truly speaks all of our languages. We are most importantly ready for the ethnic variety of people at the LA 2028 Paralympics. Everyone will be able to switch effortlessly between languages right in the app settings. Every screen, message, notification, form, and more will adapt to your specific language, like Spanish, Hindi, German, Arabic, French, and more. This isn't just a translation, but it's an invitation for everybody around the world to engage with confidence and feel at home in the VOSAP community right on the app.
Now, chapter level interaction within the app brings the heart of VOSAP to your fingertips on the phone. With this, you can connect instantly with your local chapter leaders, as well as join chapter specific groups for many projects, events, and initiatives. Third, you can receive real-time updates and announcements tailored to your chapter's activities. All of these VOSAP events are now centralized on one singular hub on the app. You can explore and register for upcoming workshops, events, camps, and even fundraisers. Great timely reminders and event details delivered to your phone automatically. And also, the best part of all of this is that anyone can participate in these events and register through the app.
So the new VOSAP app is coming in Q2 2026. But this isn't just about a new tool, it's a catalyst for change. Every interaction, every submission, every action will bring us closer to a world where disability is universal and inclusion is a shared responsibility. Together, we will build the accessible world we dream of. The app is soon ready, VOSAP is ready. The only question is, are you ready to be a part of it? Leave a thumbs up if you are.
All right. Thank you very much, Divyansh and Sachit and Om. This app, as I said, has been our first product actually when we started VOSAP, and the new completely revamped is very ambitious goals to really become accessibility standard rather with all the features that we have in the app. So we're looking forward to have this app launch. I want to recognize our partners who have done amazingly good, whether Logic Rain or Design Asylum or our Jarvis, and of course Brainwire. They have been great partners, and many of them have done rather pro bono or a cost basis. So that's the again, like I said earlier, WhatsApp is beneficiary of a lot of thought leadership as well as implementation of free of cost Salesforce, free of cost many things on the mobile website, the whole program management and other things. So really excited to see this app now making the big impact on LA 2028 as a first goal, and of course many other states in India to promote accessibility. Thank you. I think Sachinji, Shaliniji, you want to say something? I allow you to speak if you want to speak. You raise the hand?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Pranav bhai, I really want to thank you. Looking back at my career, the impact that your movement and your contribution is just incredible. I look at Sachet and I wished I had a mentor with your experience, your leadership that could guide my future. It is truly amazing to see someone with your experience vision is able to guide our teens and help them learn how to lead an initiative, how to drive a project, how to contribute. What is the importance of working in a team? How do we work together to make and get the right results? So my heartfelt gratitude to you and all the igniters at Voice of SAP. It's amazing to see the incredible contributions and hard work and inspiration that you and the igniters are driving in the community. And I'm very fortunate to be part of this movement. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. And again, Shalini ji is taking good lead, and we have more than 400 now alumni, so to say, between igniters and collegiate. So WhatsApp has a solid pipeline of great leaders of tomorrow, which includes so many of these igniters. Yes, it's not just Sparsh. Sparsh, we are now bigger team, okay? Much bigger team to bank upon. So
Yeah.
with that, thank you, Divyansh and team. By the way, WhatsApp entire team is very young, uh, below 30. Uh, Except for two people, which are very close to 30. But that is where the power of WhatsApp with a young talent like Divyansh and Faz and everybody is really driving. Himanshi, Arti, they are all doing pretty good. So now let's go to the last very awaited speech of Sai. Sai, lot people will be motivated with what you will speak. Sparsh, you want to introduce, and then we call it a close of the event today.
Oh, yeah. My friends, we're finally here. We've come to the final segment of our program, and it is my joy to introduce someone who turns tomorrow's hopes into today's happiness for so many people. He is a champion in the specially abled community, an ardent supporter of VOSAP, and an inspiration to me. Dr.Sai Kaustubh Dasgupta, lovingly known as the Wheelchair Warrior of India, is a global speaker, designer, singer, India's first ever disabled happiness coach, and the recipient of India's National Award for the Empowerment of Divyangjan. Though, like me, he has lived with brittle bone disease and has had more than 50 fractures in his life, he radiates an unbreakable joy wherever he goes. So, please, join me, everyone, in welcoming my fellow OI warrior, Dr. Sai, as he brings his joy to us. Dr. Sai, all over to you.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Greetings from Bangalore, India. Thank you so much, Sparsh, for this warm welcome. It's really a very emotional moment for me because it's an honor, it's a privilege to be part of this annual global event, and you never fail to inspire me. I was keep listening your hosting your songs. Really, so much proud, so much happy, and all my best wishes for all your life. And thank you, Pranav sir, and the whole team of VOSAP for inviting me. It's a very difficult task after all the igniters, after all this inspiring stuff. Giving a closing thoughts from my end, it's a very difficult task, but I try my best.
You are the
I
best,
would
Sai. You are the best. You are the only happiness coach certified from India. So go ahead.
like
We are
Thank you so much, sir.
waiting
Thank you
for your
so much.
speech.
Thank you, thank you. So before I begin, I would like to give my quick visual description. I'm sitting in an electric wheelchair, wearing a blue color kurta, having a rounded face, light skin tone, curly hair, and wearing a big smile. I was feeling so nostalgic at that back in 2017. Yes. That year I met first time Pranav sir during the Indian Inclusion Summit in Bangalore. At that time, WhatsApp has begun the work and it's with a dream driven by the vision and the belief of some great people under the leadership of Pranav sir. But today it has become a global movement, just like the audience from the global we have gathered together in this event. That itself is a proof that dreams do not need perfect bodies. They only need the brave heart and strong voices. People call me wheelchair warrior of India. They fondly call me that you are a warrior in a wheelchair. But my journey began with pain before I learned how to speak. I was just 3.5 months old when I had my first major fracture. By the time I turned one, I had already suffered three more fractures. Doctor later diagnosed that I am having brittle bone disease, as Sparsh told, a name heavy enough for my parents to understand and to change my entire childhood. I wanted to dream, I wanted to dance and play like other children, but even a small push, that movement could put me back in bed for months. By the age of 5.5, doctor advised my parents that to keep me indoors in my limited zone, no more dance. They told me to handle with care, just like handle class. I watched my life through windows while other children were playing, running, falling, and getting up again. But my life was different. School brought another kind of change into my life, the invisible fractures. Sometimes I was bullied, stared at with a different mindset, and judged unknowingly. Sometimes I heard parents of other children are saying that stay away little bit from Sai, maybe he can break again. Strangers questioned my parents also sometimes whether I was even fed properly. Those words stayed with me far longer than my plaster in my hands and legs ever did. Then came a moment that changed everything. A big fall, a wheelchair, 6 long years of being bedridden. Between 2009 to 2015, my whole world completely went unsynced. It was full of the moment where I was clueless. It was like a dark tunnel and searching for a light but not finding it. My body gave up on me because of the lot fractures. I call it 50 plus because I never counted. After 50, I stopped counting because it's so depressing. So I don't know the count, but I felt like I cannot save myself. I kept asking myself, why me? And one night, after, crying in depression for hours, a small voice called from my inside, not yet. And that voice saved me. It taught me that miracles are not always found outside us. It's sometimes our, inner strength become the miracle. we ourselves become miracle to change the world, the mindset people have around us. With that belief, I rose, not with legs or bones, but with courage. With that one finger of my left hand, which was mobile that time, I started teaching myself computer skills. On the first day, funny to know, interesting that it took me 15 minutes to move the cursor in the screen. But I knew that हार के सामने जीत है. So I had to do something to, put an example in from the world that anybody can do anything if you have that willpower and determination. So, but that if that small moment in my left hand felt like reclaiming the pieces of my life. Days turned into months, months turned into years. That broken boy slowly became the graphic designer and creating world-class designs with just one finger. Because that was only one option for me to transform my black and white canvas of life into the colors of pride.
Wow.
Now I proudly work in Accenture as a senior graphic designer. Soon I started getting calls from the parts of the world, and they were all curious to know how a bedridden person is spreading happiness. What is the magic? What is the X factor? Unknowingly, I became a speaker because I never thought I had to tell my journey and story. Later, I was finding that why people are running behind everything, what they're searching for. And then I found there is a gap, and that gap is called happiness. They're doing a lot of happiness courses, but outside the courses, when they're not getting any Ola Uber, they become angry. And then I found they don't know that happiness is not a luxury, a destination. It's a journey, and I thought to become India's happiness coach. But challenges were always there. I did not find an academy, so I had to go and reach out to Transformation Academy, Florida. There I did 3 years of coaching and mentoring, finally became India's 90% disabled certified happiness coach, a global youth icon, and given till date 2000 plus talks over the globe.
Wow.
Sitting in this wheelchair. So it's made me that I'm brittle but not broken. Today my journey has taken me from India to Florida, then London. I got my honorary doctorate, and then United Nations, and then Harvard Medical College to become a mental wellness advocate. I became top disabled leader from D30 disability list from United Nations and got a chance, a very pride moment to represent India, incredible India, SDG 10 and 11 sustainable development goals and a diverse culture of my own motherland. I also got Limca and Guinness and 18 plus world record for no, you know what? For what? That's a question. Because of my hands are not working, as I said, I have only one option, my left hand, one finger. With that, I use one on-screen keyboard. I use mouse and I click one letter at a time. But my speed, Pranav sir knows. I type with him on WhatsApp. So I type fastest time with one finger and I got Limca and Guinness 28 words in 52 seconds.
Wow.
Everything is possible. At present, I am advocating for accessibility inclusion globally. I did not do all these things to achieve the glorious titles, but aside of my disability, I did all these things to become an example that after 90% disability, 80% hearing loss, 50 plus fractures, and lot more suffering if Sai can do. What is stopping you all to do? I achieved all this because my disability taught me that there is no room for complaint. It taught me the real resilience and gratitude. That's my ending note for all of you that whenever you do something, be grateful and be thankful. People often look at to me and my smile and they assume that happiness coach I am and it comes to me easily. But happiness is not the absence of hardship. It is the courage to face it. And for me, from my childhood, pain was inevitable. I was born with the disease, so I cannot be free of pain. But I had a choice to suffer or to accept smile and happiness. I chose the second and became happiness coach. Smile over suffering, disability over ability, all these things were tough but possible because disability have never weakened me. It has given me an extra dimension, an additional skill, and a new outlook to look at the life. And life has taught me very simple words. कभी गिरोगे तो खुद उठ के भी जाओगे, कभी लड़खड़ाओगे तो खुद भी संभाल के जाओगे, जब तुम थामोगे हौसलों की दामन, एक दिन शिखर पर तुम भी चढ़ पाओगे. Today I stand, rather I should say I'm sitting in this wheelchair in front of all of you in this global annual event of VOSAP. I'm proudly saying that I have done nothing for myself, but for all of you to look at me and my smile and to take away a simple message that there are many invisible disabilities, many broken souls, and it's all okay to cry. It's all okay to feel scared, but please do not judge people with disabilities because we have the power to shake the world. As you see in this event, we have endless power. We are unlimited because every storm after a sun rises. And so you all will be rising to awake yourself with the disability awareness. When I was researching on happiness, mentoring millions of people globally, life has taught me something very powerful that your greatest limitations is not because you are in the in circumstances where people are saying no to you. You have to have you have to have the courage to embrace it. Be your own motivator, as Prathamesh said. Work on your unique path. Focus on what you do because what that magic truly you are searching that is inside you. You are that miracle. And for me, happiness, inclusion, diversity, all this not some terms in the dictionary. They are not something out of the world. It is all something which is I'm surviving with. I'm the part of this happiness. I am the embodiment of happiness. So, and the most important thing is that we are talking about accessibility. We are talking about this coming app of VOSAP. Technology, AI, is enabler of every disabled people. And the best accessible wear you can have it is your smile. Comes free of cost. So never ever hesitate to smile from heart. And when you smile, you look beautiful. And if Sai can do all this thing, I'm sure you all can do. I just would like to end with one more thank you to whole team who are behind this annual gala event today. And special salutation to Pranav sir for his immense leadership and the way he has seen the vision for the VOSAP future. I think every individual in this world are going to be igniters, going to be champion, as we are not only unique, not only specially able, we are all limited edition. तूफानों को चिर के मंजिलों को चीन ले आशाएं खिले दिल की उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी नहीं कुछ भी अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी नहीं कुछ भी. Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness, Sai, it was the best speech after a long time and so much emotional. Whoever will listen, watch this piece of your video, I don't know how many will cry and rise because you are that uplifting force for many, many, many millions. And I'm so happy, part of your happiness, that yes, WhatsApp has become that center stage for people like Sparsh, you, Prathmesh, all this young talent to really drive that transformation in perception of the society, that do not discount people with disability. They are worth a lot, and not only worth, they can do a lot. And yes, the technology is here that with your one finger, if you are a graphic designer with Accenture, amazing. This is the power of technology. If Prathmesh is able to study because of technology, amazing. If Sparsh is able to move around because of technology, this is where the world of technology in 21st century, as I always say, will transform forever millions of lives with the hope and happiness that people like you are spreading in the society. Thank you so very much. I really, you touch the heart. Uh, Pains are with everybody, but if you look at the pains, you will go nowhere. But if you are focused on your happiness, you will go miles and miles and who knows where. So I want to thank our young talent, Faz, Divyansh, countless hours they have put in to bring this entire event together. Never ask anything, always yes. I was a little hesitant, but they made me very confident that we'll pull it through. So we did it. Himanshi, Aarti, they also joined the force as a youth leader. It's not easy, you all understand. With igniters, young kids rather, with their school schedules to get things done to the level of, I would say, perfection that we saw today, simply because of their efforts, tremendous efforts that they have put in last several months, at least for weeks for sure, months for getting up to here, but the focus efforts for this event. So thank you very much. Sparsh, you want to conclude? And I definitely want to thank all our viewers today and donors who have made us possible. Manubai is was so happy to know that our Hitat impact has been now close to 25,000, and the young talent, and I can keep on calling the names, but point is that everybody is so happy with the young talent now becoming kind of a, sort of driver for people to really make sure that WhatsApp future is even stronger in next 10 years with the young talent. I Khushi, Aditya, Avni, oh my goodness, everybody. I have a long list. Nisarg, Naitik, Sachit, Shlok. They are good speakers, and they have taken it. This is like their third year of volunteering in some cases, or maybe fourth. So they really have embraced WhatsApp, mission so close to their heart. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Sparsh, over to you for concluding comments.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone who's been here. And Dr. Sai, when you talked about the miracle sometimes being our own inner strength, sometimes being us when there is no voice around us to give us that comfort. You reminded me of something that Mr. Nick Vujicic said in a TED Talk once that always stuck with me, where he said, I believe in a God who can do miracles. I even have shoes in my closet for that reason. But I also learned that when God does not give you the miracle, God uses you as the miracle for other people.
Wow.
And I think that whether it's you, Dr. Sai, or it's you, Pranav Uncle, or it's you, Prathamesh, or even all the igniters and everyone here, I mean, the odds of our existence are literally almost infinitely less than the amount of atoms in the known universe. That's how rare we all are. That's how much of a miracle we all are. And that's why I was saying before that your story is the only world record no one has ever broken and will ever break. So, my friends, thank you all so much for your invaluable time and attention and your hearts today. To all our igniters, volunteers, donors, partners, beneficiaries, thank you, thank you, thank you for being the reason we can believe in a tomorrow that is tangible for people of all abilities, all through the amazing leadership of Pranav Uncle. From next-gen solutions to the printed page, from conversations in the halls of government to mass movements at the grassroots, I pray that you all have seen today, or heard today, or sensed today that when youth move together with purposeful passion, our world naturally becomes wiser, more welcoming, and more wonderful for everyone. And now it is time to turn this event we have watched into a story we are living. So if any of you young at heart are wondering, watching this, what can I do next? How can I contribute? Our answer is simple. Come and become a VOSAPian with us. Come and join us. How do we do that? See, you can do two things. One, you can go online, voiceofsap.org/take-pledge, and then click on the words Take Pledge to Volunteer. Or you can download our VOSAP mobile app, and you can sign up, and then there's a sidebar in the top left corner, and you click on the word Pledge. That's another way you can pledge to volunteer. Then, my friends, whether you offer your time, or your talents, or your intelligence, or your circles, or your voice, whether you labor, craft, research, connect, or campaign, whether your reach is local, regional, national, cultural, or global, I pray that you take this information and inspiration we have shared with you today, and you turn it into a relentless resolve to empower specially abled lives with VOSAP. And so I know, it's sad but true, we have to say goodbye to you. But I hope you enjoyed it all, because I know we had a ball. Today, we all have learned a lot, and opportunities we've got to make a difference in the lives of people often left behind. In all parts of society, let's cherish all abilities. The time has come to raise our voice. Will we or won't we? That is our choice. So let us give with all our hearts. Each one of us can play our parts. For now, farewell throughout the map. See you next year. Love, VOSAP.
Thank you, Sparsh. You are awesome. VOSAP is so much thankful to you. Sonia ji, always you are there for our sign language interpretation. Thank you so much. These are all volunteers of tremendous talent that VOSAP is, of course, the beneficiary. Bye-bye. Till next time, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank
See
you.
you all next year
Bye
during
bye.